Ebusiafo aha eye Kinto TV and some people episode to Asumbiano and one so abeseska we to Kinto TV no share so other platform no one comment or comment section as say my fish say will be notification be and so my simply and we broke into TV no my first person when you so be 18 no when you so ewo oma kanemo Ebusiafo anything ebekwe ekopim ewo eye okedechi efifa akachim si okopim eye okedechi efifa akachim ene okedechi efifa edwaye pa chese enye asam ketwam na senti eye okedechi efifa edwani na fa eye entokwa chese esi
Ghana. And yet here John Dramani Mahama na ban said that omonyin say COVID-19 had any extenuating factors on our economy. It could never have been, but it was the pure mismanagement of Akufo-Addo's government which led to the predicament we found ourselves. That is what John Dramani Mahama by any you can say pure mismanagement on the side of Akufo-Addo. Yes, we gave it to them, assuming without admitting that they were right yesterday. John Dramani Mahama.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
So, John Dramani Mahama said the Russia-Ukraine war cannot possibly
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
So, John Dramani Mahama, the position on matters bordering a economy and the Akufo-Addo, and say Russia-Ukraine war could never and cannot be a factor that is affecting negatively Akufo-Addo's government, the economy and Akufo-Addo's government. No, he does not believe in that. Assuming without admitting, we give it to him. Fast forward, Iran, any US, any Israel, any Omontoko Awomoko. All of a sudden, where are John Dramani Mahama, TNT area, what's it? Area there. Here are John Dramani Mahama.
Watch
City News, Enra, City FM 42 said. Here are John Dramani Mahama said Middle East conflict could hurt African economy. Hey, Waga, yesterday we what? Ja rough no away no. Here Mama, ja rough no away no. Can we ja rough no? Yesterday. You cannot use this as a means of covering your incompetence and ineptitude. If the argument was right yesterday, it is right today. Says Jamfi Airway, KG1 Brofu, why the bombs that Putin is throwing to Ukraine has some fallen on Ghana. Yeah, the bombs and the missiles and the hypersonic and sonic drones ne ayatollah ne put it on Israel and Tehran has some fallen on Ghana in Sami Jamfi's voice. We are asking the question. The bombs that the ayatollah Kame na wawone Tehran to Israel Tel Aviv America for to Tehran has some fallen on Ghana in Sami Jamfi's voice. The bombs that Putin is putting on throwing on Ukraine. We will not sit down today. We will not sit down tomorrow for you to use Russia, US, Israel, Tehran war, which is Iran war, as a means to cover your incompetence. In fact, we don't even know Senator Kwakwasу. Because per your logic, Ghana is immune from any extenuating factors that has the possibility of affecting our economy. Per the logic of yesterday, which we are applying the same logic today. Ghana is immune. The economy of Ghana is sovereign. In fact, we are a sovereign nation. And of course, we were in anticipation of such external factors. So under your leadership, Atufosen, you ought to have been a different leader. That you anticipated such external factors, and in the event that these external factors should hit in, you have the shocks to be able to withstand such as. Nobody should come and give us any excuses. If excuses was not good for Kufaro's government yesterday, surely it cannot be today. It is a Mahama going to say, Anna Yeraja Mahama, the Russia Middle East conflict could hurt a African. Oh, yeah, correct. Middle East in Togo, Middle East in Burkina. Said yes, the economy of Iran as it stands now is still thriving. Iran economy is saying. So nobody should come and tell us. There is no war in Ghana. There is no war in Togo. There is no war in Burkina. There is no war in Côte d'Ivoire. Ghana is peaceful. So, gentlemen, with the greatest of respect, please, Mr. President, you and Sami for the same English, KG1 English, you know.
Saying that these so-called global factors, COVID-19, Russia-Ukrainian war, affected Ghana more than it affected even Ukraine, which is at war with Russia. Why the bombs Putin is throwing to Ukraine? Are we having some of the bombs fall in Ghana here? So look, stop the flimsy and frivolous excuses. Are we saying that these so-called global factors, COVID-19, Russia-Ukrainian war, affected Ghana more than it affected even Ukraine, which is at war with Russia? Why the bombs Putin affected Ghana more than it affected even Ukraine, which is at war with Russia? Why the bombs Putin is throwing to Ukraine? Are we having some of the bombs fall in Ghana here? So look, stop the flimsy and frivolous excuses.
Stop the flimsy and frivolous excuses. I'm just one prepare no kwa you to me we brofu one wine. Sabe, to me we brofu you brofu no 1 2 the bombs that Putin is putting on Ukraine. Is it a sound falling on and give us some. And then, Bacho, the bombs that Tel Aviv is putting on Tehran, and the bombs that Tehran is reprisal attacks from Tehran, it has no effect on our economy. Let's make that very clear. Obey to me issue as an excuse. That point needs to be established. Now, Yanko welcome soon. Yera Kofi Adams says, so the Ghana police for America. The joke is just too much. The main topic I'm busy we can't want them. The main topic I'm busy we can't want them is Kofi Adams say Ghana Black Stars Management Committee were budgeted $310,000 as appearance fee. And your payment to appearance fee, appearance fee. A budgeted $310,000 at the management committee. Now, budget signer or the Koyera John Mahama said they should be transparent with the Ghanaian taxpayers' money, and for that matter, whatever budget that Black Star is going with, it must be made open. And guess what? Yera Kofi Adams said budget a Black Stars for Edeko. Now Yediako World Cup na 13,767,965 13 million, almost $14 million. World Cup no. Budget our model ko 14, almost 14 million. You call a decimal point when it is above 7. After the decimal point, you raise it. So almost $14 million. And almost one more they call World Cup free. Now 14 million. 2022 Akufo-Addo epen so ye the 5.4 million the core a World Cup. 2022 ye the 5.4 million and a core World Cup. Ghana force and Tibida Akufo-Addo ye reckless. Akufo-Addo over expenditure. And no my joy online, my joy news. Now we America. No makofa abebom ku ayi debe mama my joy for the no na my joy for the headline abetum 4.4 million appearance fees and worse. The GFS preposterous 2020 for almost 14 million. 4 years down the lane from 2022 to 2026, 4 years yet almost 14 million. Triple of what was used in 2022, and yet my jawline headline BMI. My jawline for so Monte is the afraid journalist for Niama journalist for no slot. Say journalist need the so Kobia, waiting here for any party abenti and Gokan Wasem. And Gokan Wasem. 14 million inti Randiabe. I will know Sabrenka Kokobot and somewhere Kosuo. 14 million inti Randiabe resign free appointments committee of Black Stars. Randiabe so one sign. I will better Kokobot for Yentimentria and Yoko Kuyafoka. Koko Kuyafosu, Randiabe no Yoko board, CEO no Essen for trauma motion. Randiabe said there be Oba Occupy Kokobot. No Sakwa 14 million will be as a year chairman of the appointees of Black Stars Management Committee. Black Stars Management Committee. Randiabe so about now and this Koko board. Nemo Yako World Cup, on Shoko Kuyafo. Osabaya chairman of the appointment committee, no Aqua Koje. 10 years. Randiabe, Uncle Kuyafo, Tessa Koko for minimum, one for Masamko, make World Cup as Kuku. It Randiabe Nan, he has a man, chairman of the appointment committee of Black Stars. And these two appointments are very demanded, being chairman of the appointment committee of Black Stars. And John Dramani Mahama is still sitting down, making sure that Randiabe is not paying attention to Koko Kuyafo. And Ayo Biafe, near to my Mubian Timinka. Ayo Biafe, if so Randiabe, John Mahama, Adamfo, Randiabe, Lordina Mahama, Enipa. Na Lordina Mahama, over interest for Koko Board, or Panom Business interest, Venom so. When you open it, time open you on no interest. Now, maybe the board should go masum so not tracks there you say, now you say, now Lordina Mahama no, or no, tracks no, maybe you say, now you say, now come you say, no more fertilizer, pan the come you say, the you say, now Lordina Mahama, now you say, the come you say, it Koko Board, what ye, Lordina Mahama will interest now. Randiabe ne Lordina chocho muchopa. It is any Randina Lordina chocho muchone Randiabe dia. Yes, I can only if it's one to the interest of a Lordina. Sano moka na room market for me catch on so there binyano kure. I'm so I no kure kadeji. Miso nyano come say no kure. I'm say Lordina open time no okoye say. And we say fertilizer be say. And ye say na tracks bi no ye say na Lordina de no ko we say. When Penicasa, the American would here, what to meet the coding here, Padamis, what in Kobono, I said. It is so much down on the bar. I see a papa and so near ma, a young Lordina boy, which is Randiabe, a Kosovo. It's Randiabe no honor, and young Coco for Muntino ho. Here, Marisu Brimo. Lordina Mahama yese ebekwa yese na yese na tracks and true cocoa fertilizer and yese na hu sika no be yese ko yese contract no be yese ko be yese ko. So the interest of Lordina Mahama is superseding that of the cocoa. That is why Randiabe can occupy such a sensitive position and yes to occupy another sensitive demanding position as a year. Eti cocoa for muntumuna Randiabe wakwa Black Star match. Randiabe almost $14 million. You could share them to speak.